We were here this past Friday night and crowned a champion in the Blown Piston Racing League Truck Series, and tonight we crown a champion in the Clash Series for Wise Choice Contracting, and of course the Wiseguy iRacing Graphics 225, otherwise known as tonight the Championship 225 here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway, virtually on the Captain Esports Network. As we welcome you in, I am the captain, Chris Scala. We appreciate everybody joining us this evening as we get ready for another champion to be crowned. Will it be the same champion that we had Friday night? And, of course, Anthony Keys. Will it be another champion? We shall see here in a matter of 150 miles and 150 laps, 225 miles. Excuse me. Oh, that's what I did. I was wondering why my graphic looked wrong there. Just trying to fix it really quickly. Anyways, we're getting ready to have some fun here this evening, and I think we got a great race in store for you. Qualifying about to get going here. We'll see who can win the final U.S. Veterans Pole Award of the season, and we will see who will be the champion. I'll show you guys the points here in just a minute or so. As we appreciate the guys coming back here to watch on the stream. The Casano Crow making an appearance, as they always like to do here, and I appreciate you guys showing up. There we go. That looks more proper, doesn't it? Championship 225 here from the Homestead-Miami Speedway virtually here on the Captain Esports Network. All right, let's take a look at the standings as we enter tonight. This is your grid. Andrew Moore, Anthony Keys, Tyler Davala, and Andrew Mraz. So pretty much the difference, you subtract Avery Wilson out and add Tyler Davala to the chase drivers, and that is your final four tonight. And the big difference between the Cup Series and the Truck Series in the points. Now, team points-wise, 4X, they have pretty much locked up the championship when it comes to the team points. That's the one difference. Of course, Pie jumped them in the Truck Series race Friday night, but tonight it is pretty much a lock for 4X to win the championship as a team this season. But we shall see. That's why we run the race, and anything can, of course, happen in this fun Cup Series. Now, this is an open setup league for Sunday nights, so basically these guys bring their own setups out here, and they go racing on the track as qualifying is underway. Andrew Mraz just jumped to the pole, and we shall see what transpires here in the next few minutes or so, as let's go see what is going on as of right now. And I say that as Anthony Keys goes to the pole, teammate and the champion of the Truck Series goes to the pole. There's Andrew Moore now going to the pole at a 32 flat. And these guys in the 550 package. As Tyler Davala on track as he comes by to complete lap number one. So Andrew Moore, Anthony Keys, Andrew Mraz, your top three, all the playoff drivers. Let's see what the 07 has. Of course, Tyler getting in with that Bristol win last week. And let's see what he can do as he crosses the start-finish line. And, well, he tried to lock it down and messed up and crossed the line. And that's going to be his qualifying. It looks like he is going to start dead last on the field, it appears. He tried to stop, and it did not work out for him, it looks like, unfortunately. So Tyler going to be last on the field, it looks like. Let's see the weather here tonight. Cloudy. 80 degrees, 81 degrees track temperature. The relative humidity is nowhere near realistic in the state of Florida at this time of the year. But the weather from the southeast at 7 miles an hour. Actually, not a bad night when it comes to weather-wise in Homestead. So under the lights, it'll get cooler throughout the evening. Minute 17 left right now in qualifying. Got a couple other cars that have not crossed the start-finish line here to run a lap. So it looks like 13 cars right now have qualified. And it looks like Andrew Moore will be the pole sitter here tonight in this race. So here he is, backing up what he did Friday night on the pole again. Presented by the U.S. Veterans. Let's go ahead and talk to him and bring him up here to I mean, that's entirely possible. I mean, we are near Alligator Alley, right? When it's all over it. So, all right, let's talk with our pole sitter, it looks like, tonight from the U.S. Veterans Pole Award. That is Andrew Moore. Once again, Friday night you got the pole, and it didn't work out your way. But tonight, I assume you've learned some lessons from that race. And we're going to see a little bit of a different strategy potentially tonight, or do you feel like you might be able to outrun these guys on speed?
Yeah, the strategy is going to be a little different tonight. It didn't work out for us Friday night, so we're going to try something different tonight. Hopefully the car is good enough to help forgive maybe some mistakes or something.
How much similarity are you feeling with this truck compared to the cup, or with the cup car compared to the truck Friday night?
They feel pretty different, actually.
Mm-hmm. Well, it should be a fun race when it's all over with, man. Congratulations on the pole. I know you pretty much led the league, I believe, in poles this season in both leagues. So you definitely earned that distinction, and we wish you nothing but the best tonight as you're one of the Final Four again. And maybe tonight you'll get the championship.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. Thanks a lot, man.
Hey, no problem, man. That is Andrew Moore, the pole sitter tonight, presented by the U.S. Veterans. So congratulations to him. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the race. And that is also presented by the U.S. Veterans. Andrew Moore, Anthony Keys, the champion from the Truck Series, going to start outside of row number 1. Andrew Mraz, Ryan Nicoletta, 3rd and 4th. Jason Branch and Casey Duncan, row number 3. Row 4 is John Finley and Scott Wise. In row number 5 is where we'll see Anthony Hanley, Casey Barlow. Max Williams and Drift will start in row number 6. Row 7, Tyler Davala. And then the drivers, I don't think ran a qualifying lap. Dan McLaren and David Houghton, and, of course, Lauren Ziadman. So I think we're going to have 13 cars end up starting this finale here this evening from the Homestead-Miami Speedway. We welcome everybody in. We appreciate everybody joining us tonight. And what is going to be 225 miles, just like Friday night, and 150 laps. And the cars are pretty silent right now. Of course, they are about to roll off from the grid. They'll get one pace lap, and then they will go under the green flag tonight. And we will crown a champion. We only saw 2 cautions Friday night in the truck race, and a very long green flag run to finish it out. Will it be the same tonight? We shall see. And there we go. Car's going to roll out. All right. So 225 miles and 150 laps, and a champion to be crowned between 4 drivers tonight. The 77, the 14, the 4, and the 07. We'll keep an eye on them as Barney Fife Jr. waving a green flag from Homestead, and we crown a champion tonight. Look at it back there in the back already, some 2 and 3 wide racing as they sorted out. One car went to the apron and said, I'm going to the back. A lot of draft going to be, oh, Scott Wise is getting loose. And into the wall he goes. And I think he's able to save it so far as we continue green. But Scott got the wall pretty hard. Surprised that thing didn't blow up. It is smoking pretty good, so it looks like he might be done for. As up here for the lead, Mraz and Moore battling it out. And that was Kevin Bolkema, by the way, who fell to the back. Moore already running up against the fence. As you see, Mraz remping the bottom there. There's Anthony Keys, his teammate. Trying to become a dual champion this season. Won the truck title this past Friday night and trying to win this cup title here tonight in the Clash Series. The multi-grooves of Homestead. As I mentioned, this is the 550 package. So you will see a little bit of draft come into play, and then handling will come into play also. Oh, wow, yeah, I see what you're saying there. Holy cow, that's not cool. And no, I'm not a gun guy. So Scott Wise on pit road, heavy damage there. Unfortunately got loose in the middle of 3 and 4 there on the opening lap of this race. As we go on board, Jason Branch here in the royal purple, number 22. And I'm going to warn you guys in advance, there will be times you might see me taking phone calls during the broadcast. I don't like to do that because I feel like it's disrespectful and stuff. But unfortunately, I am a manager all week this week at FedEx and my other guys in Memphis training. So I've already had some people like calling me, calling out of work tomorrow, so it's not going to be a fun day. So I'm just want to give you guys a head start. If you guys see me kind of go quiet for a second on the air, it's probably not because of my microphone. It's because I'm on the phone real quickly. So, and I'm going to try not to make them long calls and stuff like that. And hopefully, if they're not too important, I can get them off the phone and get back to you. So, but we continue on there. Just want to give you that little disclaimer. Ryan Nicoletta making a pass back here on drift 4 position. This is for the 8th and 9th spots here. The Georgia driver versus the New York driver there. 8th and 9th. And back behind him, a very interesting looking paint scheme there. The Maconi setup shop number 29 of John Finley. Of course, he's got the 29 back on the back corner panel. And a big thank you paint scheme, I guess we can call him. Actually, I need that guy from last night in the booth with me. Go get Landon with me. He'll help me out. So same stages as last night, 45 and 90 to get to the 150 lap distance in this race. Branch up here already running the Larson line in 3 and 4 as he comes up to the back of Andrew Moore, who has fallen off the back bumper. And looky up front, Anthony Keys starting to put pressure on the truck champion in that Dean Blundell paint scheme. Doing exactly what he did Friday night when he kind of stunned the world. He was almost, you could say, the underdog in that Truck Series championship Friday night, and he went and won the thing. He was the regular season points champion, and now looking to get himself a second championship in 2 nights. And he's got him cleared off 4. Keys to the lead. Mraz crossing him back. And then Branch getting past Andrew Moore, so we have a 4X 1, 2, 3. And let's look back here at 6th position. Remember the guy that messed up in qualifying? Yeah, the 4th of the final 4. That's Davala is up from 13th and just took the 5th position away from Casey Barlow. So the 07 is not playing games tonight either. So we now have 4 of the top 5 being the final 4 in this race. Tyler Davala was on the bubble last week. Wasn't even in the championship as he entered that race and went out there and won the race and stole the last spot from his teammate. And going to look to try to steal the championship away from these guys also. Speeds of 180 miles an hour down into turn 3. Top 2 fighting for it. And now 3rd through 5th also fighting. Some great racing here throughout. This is why I feel Homestead is the perfect track to have a championship race at. Now I should mention Casey Duncan is had a pit stop also. I'm not sure if he had some damage to the 17 car, but he is unfortunately 2 laps down in 13th. And no, I know that joke. Don't go there. Max Williams in the 08 back here at Barlow for 6th, so a lot of cars fighting up here. Davala going by Andrew Moore, and now going to try to get Branch for 3rd. I hope these leaders will look it up. This dude is flying through the field. Tyler up to the 3rd position, as I mentioned, started last in the field. 15 laps complete already. Lap times have fallen off about a second or so. All right, we got a guy named Killer Toad watching tonight, asking me for some lap times. No problem on that. Actually, I can help you with that right here. If you look at the top left, I can make that switch over there, so that maybe that'll help a little bit. Maybe I can do that a lot more to help you out too. AC Keys with a 23, a 29 from Mraz, a 33.8 from Davala. He's 4/10 faster than everybody. Branch and Andrew Moore all 34-second laps. Right up here, these guys just continue to battle for the lead also. Wow, somebody knows me very well. I grew up enjoying Butterfingers an awful lot. Reese's are good, Kit Kats are good, Butterfingers a favorite. But lately I'm into the Hershey's cookies and cream, because anything cookies and cream is just off the chain, period. So Anthony Keys to the lead, and I'm sure Andrews looked up and said, where'd this guy come from? Now, for those who watched the IndyCar race last night from Belgium, the VOR IndyCar race, yes, this is the same Tyler Davala that ran this in that race last night. So, coming off an IndyCar race, and here he is tonight at Homestead racing for a title. Look at him running that bottom, kind of straddling where the banking transitions there from the 18 to 19 degrees. Davala looking to the inside of Mraz. Not able to get the spot. Surprised you don't really see any of the cars migrating up to the top side. As I say that, Tyler goes about to groove up here, see if he can cross him over coming off. You see Branch working his way back up there also for the 4th position. Well, there's a run for the 07, see if he can get it. But the 4 is able to pull the draft off the 14 and keep that spot away. That's the cool part about Homestead, all the different grooves you can watch, or run even. You see the 4 tried to take the middle groove away. The 07 is going to drop it down to the white line here, see if he can slide up. Oh, he's going to clear him. Look at that. Tyler Davala to second. '85 of Kevin Bolkema getting out of the way. Young man there is just developing his iRacing resume there. Just got on there, and he's just out here trying to learn. If anybody's a Seinfeld watcher, I think if Tyler goes out and wins his championship tonight, you might see me throw a reference out there, and it might stick when I say we might be calling him Crazy Tyler Davala. And if you know of Seinfeld and Crazy Joe Davala, it'll all make sense. Makes you wonder if he would have got that qualifying lap in, would he have been on the pole? So the top 4 are all the final 4 for the playoffs, with Keys leading. Davala, Mraz, and Moore, your top 4. Jason Branch, your 5th place driver. Max Williams there in 6th. Oh, you're looking for a Hank Hill impersonation? Is that what you want? Kind of got to give me the scenario so I could do it right. Adelon for 4th again as Branch drops it to the bottom. Gotcha. So that YJ team has come to life with their setup tonight. Branch slides it up in front of Andrew here for position, so move Jason up to 4th. Jason's had a very improved season so far. Of course, he can cap it off tonight. Finished 5th in the Truck Series points after the chase concluded. We're still 20 laps away from the end of stage 1, according to Drift's numbers. 35 laps on a tank of fuel tonight. That's pretty good right there. That's very Hank Hill-like. And here, oh, Andrew kind of clipping the wall there with the rear. Should be okay though. Oh, how about give me a little bit. Anthony going to take away that lane, but you know what? Tyler made that bottom work here a second ago. Let's see if he can do it again. I'm sure Anthony and Andrew are kind of sharing some notes with each other about how Tyler was able to get around him. So, I mean, they might be racing for a championship tonight, but I know they're still going to put the teammate hat on. Tyler rolling the center very well there in that Chevrolet. As Anthony opens up the bottom now, Tyler drops it down. Will we see a slider into turn 3 potentially? Nope, not enough room there, and Anthony drives it in there pretty deep. So while this is going on, 3rd, 4th, and 5th are on top of another 2, and they're actually starting to catch the leaders here. So we're starting to see a rubber band potentially go to work here. Of course, tonight we have our Track Cam 4 Gourmet camera package with you, the official sponsor camera-wise of the Captain Esports Network. You can check them out, trackcam22.com. And we appreciate those guys offering us cameras for all the tracks, or most of the tracks, I should say, on iRacing. As Casey Barlow going to be the first to pit road in the 24 car from the 11th position. But they've helped us out all season long, and I've enjoyed being able to work with those guys. You can, again, check them out, trackcams22.com. Oval, road course, and rallycross packages. They have a VR camera set for some tracks. They have a fan camera set up for some tracks, and more. So we do got some pit stops happening. I mentioned Barlow on pit road. Here comes Drift. The 15 car is in, the Georgia-born driver. I don't know if that's any kind of funny joke right now. Hurricane jokes, come on. Poor New Orleans is taking a beating, and there's 2 more storms out in the Atlantic now. Hey, I've been there. I've been through 4 of them, so. They've heard the Andrew story aplenty. I can share the story of how I was living in Fort Lauderdale going to college when Hurricane Katrina went through Florida. A lot of people forget that. Katrina was a Cat 1 storm when it went through Florida, the south part, just like Andrew did, and then blew up into a Cat 4, and then obviously did what it did to New Orleans. So how about this fight for the lead as Anthony Keys has held off Davala. He's ran through everybody else like a sack of lunch, but Anthony not so much. Anthony using that momentum from the Truck Series Championship. As we are 10 laps away from the end of stage 1, Max Williams has been on pit road, Ryan Nicoletta. And I'm keeping it right here mostly with the leaders just because I know they're going to be coming to pit road here in a minute, and we don't want to miss these stops, especially since we have the top 4 in the top 5. Let's see if we get them to pit road right now. Not yet. These are teammates up here in 3rd and 4th right now. And, of course, Andrew Moore in the 5th spot. The 29, that's John Finley. He, of course, is 3 laps down in the 13th position. I saw Branch let the 29 go. Look out. He about ran over Andrew Mraz. And, wow, and he almost hits him again. As here they come to pit road. Duvall is in. Branch, the 77 or more, is on pit road. Oh, Duvall overshot his pit stall a split second. That's going to hurt him. And this should bring the leader to pit road, I would think. Right there, here comes Keys. So Davala leaves a 14.6 with a little hesitation there in his pit stall. Branch a 14.5, Andrew Moore a 14.4. Let's check the leader out. As Keys is in, and so is Mraz. And this is 7 laps away from the end of stage 1. And Keys overshoots his pit stall. Get the mistakes out now. That hands the lead to YJ Esports number 08 to Max Williams. And look here, Tyler Davala has gotten around Anthony Keys with the 1 lap separation. There's the undercut. So as soon as his teammate goes to the lead, it'll be Tyler Davala up in the front of this Championship 225 here in front of Virtual Homestead-Miami Speedway. And it looks like it'll be about a 1.7 second lead for the 07. Let's see how the lap times look on new tires when they come by. Now, Max Williams is on 7-lap tires already. He pitted about 4 laps before Tyler Davala. That's how he was able to get to the lead. But you see the difference in speed now as these guys are roughly 4 to 5 tenths of a second quicker than Max with the newer tires. You see Finley trying to hold himself up a lap on the rest of the field.
Boys, what's up with all this talk about mandates? I mean, I don't understand mandates. I don't really frankly care about them either, because I don't date men. Bobby, you should remember that too.
Just for you. Jason Branch and Andrew Moore back at it again here. This time it's for the 5th and 6th position here. So 2 laps to go here in stage number 1. Max Williams trying to hold off his teammate Davala. Well, I don't know what YJ Esports has done this week, but they have went to work and done their homework. There you go, 3 of the top 4, actually all top 4 is right under a blanket, but 3 of the 4 playoff drivers are within about a second and a half of each other. As here we go for the lead, Davala to the bottom. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm kind of surprised by that move because Davala and the chase drivers really aren't racing for stage points. However, Max Williams is, because he can still gain points in the standings. But Davala to the lead on the final lap of stage 1. I think this might be setting up for the finish of this race. As they come off turn number 4, Tyler Duvall will win stage 1. And that is presented by Wiseguy iRacing Graphics. Congratulations to Tyler Duvall on the stage win. As you see, they're almost 3 wide right here for the second position now. So 47 laps in the books after stage number 1 is complete. We are going to step away for a quick second, and we are going to come back with stage number 2 of this Wise Choice Contracting Clash Series in the Blown Piston Racing League as you're watching the Captain Esports Network.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. There's a reason that Makoni Setup Shop is trusted by more virtual and real-world tracks and companies than any other setup shop in iRacing. With partners such as Stafford Motor Speedway, the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, Five Flag Speedway, Speed 51, and more. When you want something done right, you go to the experts at Makoni Setup Shop.
With setups available for most series on both asphalt and dirt, built by a team of professional builders consisting of some of the top talents on the service, Makoni Setup Shop LLC has what you need to hit the track with confidence. Head over to MakoniSetupShop.com and learn why Makoni Setup Shop is the official setup shop of Richmond Raceway Esports and is partnered with some of the largest names in virtual and real racing.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
All right, back we are here at the Virtual Homestead-Miami Speedway as Max Williams has fallen back to the 4th position now after the battles that took place after green flag pit stops. Tyler Duvall now leads by 1.18 seconds over Anthony Keys. Duvall, of course, started last in the race after messing up his qualifying run. And, of course, if you think back to last year's actual Cup Series championship at Phoenix, if you remember that race, Chase Elliott got penalized for failing inspection 3 times, started tail end Charlie, and guess who ended up winning the race? And I'm not saying anything here, but you know. Andrew Mraz putting some pressure here on the 14 car as we're 3rd of the way in. Max Williams still 4th. Jason Branch, who continues to fight with Andrew Moore back here. These guys have been battling for about 30 laps straight. Just cannot get away from each other at all. And Drift back here, he's actually in a battle with Anthony Hanley for the 9th position. These guys both a lap down. Hanley's right there in that Batman number 88, the white car. And Drift in the white and gold car. It's Andrew Mraz going by them both. So they are a lap down right now, but both fighting for the lucky dog position right now in the 10th spot. Or 9th spot, I should say. So we'll keep an eye on that battle also. So there's good racing all over the track. So as these two come up on the back of the 08, you see, you can actually hear the motor of Andrew Moore to his outside. Oh, Jason's going to slide up on him here. See if Moore crosses him up. Look in the mirror, you'll see it. He's going to push him down the straightaway is what he's going to do. Let's see if he goes to the bottom here. Oh, Jason sliding, sliding, sliding. Watching the speeds of Branch down the straightaway here. About 175 miles an hour into the turn. That just shows you what kind of speeds they're running down into turn one. And look back here, Anthony Keys is starting to catch the 07 of Davala. So not sure if there was any kind of changes made in the cars or what they did setup wise, but that 14 is slowly reeled in the 07 here. There's Andrew Moore, the 5th position. He and Branch, and you see the 07, they both got, or the 08, Max Williams has fallen back to both of them. And I mentioned earlier the battle between Drift and Hanley. That has all of a sudden become a 5.5-second lead for Hanley. So I'm not sure if something happened to Drift there. But that is where we sit right now in this race. That has not seen a caution yet so far in the first 60 laps. We've seen a couple of little spins, but no cautions from it. So they all pitted. .24 from 61. What was it, about lap 35-ish? So around lap 70 or so, I would say, look for these cars to come back to pit road. Another time to get them to the end of stage number 2. As these two continue to battle it out for position here, as everybody else is separated out for the most part here. Mraz is starting to kind of put pressure on Keys, but otherwise this has been the best battle on the track to watch. And Moore's been putting all kinds of pressure on the 22. Check out lap times here next time by. You see everybody pretty much in the 34-second range now. Moore with a good run. Let's see if he makes it. Definitely sawing on that wheel a little bit, so he must be a little free maybe. Yeah, it looks like that car's nervous. I mean, he's getting it to turn in there. Oh, he's going to come to pit road. "45 miles an hour from right there." You see McConey leaving pit road. Four tires and fuel, and there goes Moore. Tyler Duvall leads here. He's led this whole second stint of the race. After starting tail end Charlie, he's got about a 1.8 second lead over Anthony Keys. Andrew Mraz is up to third. And Jason Branch now in the fourth position. And with the pit stop happening from Andrew Moore, that's allowed Branch to kind of relax here for a second. Max Williams is sixth. There you see the fresh tires going by of Andrew Moore here. So I think Andrew's trying to steal some track position away here by running a few laps. Of course, with him running some 2 seconds faster, you know, he is likely going to be the leader when they come out of the pits here. Problem is he'll be on older tires, so he might not be as fast. There's Anthony Handley, sixth position right now in the Batman Ford. So Max Williams has come to pit road in the fifth position. And this is right at lap 69 here. So, hold on, Max. Trying to find his pit stall here. Got to be very careful because in this league, if you drive through too many pit stalls, you will get a penalty from the admins, and Lauren watches that very tightly. As Max Williams leaves 14.2, great stop. And when will the leaders come to pit road? Moore's been in already for about 6 laps. As Tyler's going to stay out another lap and lead here at lap 70. There is the 14, there's the 4, all right there in the shot. That car seems to be handling pretty well for that 07. Look at him plant it right down on that white line. Kind of running a similar groove to what Anthony Keys ran Friday night when he won the championship. Kind of putting it down on that white line and making the shortest radius around the corner, including all the way onto the straightaway here. Watch how low he is. I mean, you're supposed to be up here near the wall right now, and he's bringing it off the corner low and letting her drive up the track. Hey, what? That has got to be one interesting way, and of course what comes to my thought attention is seeing that is trying not to spin the car out doing that, because holding the car down like that not only bogs it down, but obviously you got a lot of wheel in there, and if the front tire's grip, that thing might spin out on you. And you see the 77 going by the 14 of Keys, so that he's definitely going to be the leader when these pit stops clear, but he will be a little bit slower. As a matter of fact, here comes Tyler to pit road now. Jason Brandt's going to come with him. So all this at lap number 74, so right at halfway. If they can find a way to go 35 and 35, then this will be a one-stop race to the finish. $13.9 for Davala. What a stop. That's as fast as I've seen all weekend. So not only is he on the money right now, but the team is on the money pit stop wise. Four tires of fuel. You see Mraz locking him up and bringing it to pit road back there in the background. As Keys, 14.4. As he pulls away, you see Davala going by already. Now Andrew Moore has gone by too, and he is, well, he's pretty far up ahead now with what he has done tire-wise. So as Mraz comes to pit road, that'll cycle everything back around, and Andrew Moore will be in the lead. Doing the short pit strategy, he has got, from what I'm seeing here, it looks like about a 2.5 second advantage over Tyler Davala. The problem, though, they are 10 lap older tires, which is about a full second of pace. So here in the next 2 or 3 laps, you're going to see Davala probably blow right by Andrew Moore as they get close to the end of stage 2. Let's check out Ryan Nicoletta back here. He's in the 59 car, and he is about a second or so back from Jason Branch. Jason, 15 seconds back there. He is going into the screen, so this could be a battle potentially for the 5th position if Ryan can catch him. And here comes Mraz out of pit road right now. Now, Mraz, unfortunately, had a speeding penalty on pit road. A 54-second stop, and Mraz is now a lap down in the 10th position. So the guy that had the most wins, as you see him getting loose now up there in 3 and 4. He had the most wins in the series this season. Unfortunately, now has really dug himself a hole. Let's go back. And show you the pit stop here. As Mraz tries to come in. Locks it down. Yeah, he didn't make it. Unfortunately, there was your speeding penalty right there. Meanwhile, up front, Tyler Davala back to the front. complete 80 laps next time by. Now you see on the top right of the screen, Andrew Mraz. I'm safe to say it's an angry fast lap as he goes out there and runs a 32.4. Oh, drift heading for the pit road entrance there. Something happened. I see some damage on the left front. Let's see if I can see what happened there. Oh, that was very weird. Drift and caution is out now. Caution on the track. I'm not sure where it is. Could be for Anthony Hanley. I'm seeing here he says he has crashed. We'll see, but I see a little bit of damage on the left side maybe. But here we go, the first Superior templating caution of the evening. On lap 81. And who comes to pit road here? Looks like everybody but Davala. Four tires and fuel, and they pull away. So let's go back and see if I can find this caution. Oh, right here. Hanley gets loose. Tries to save it and goes spinning to the infield. And that brings the caution out. Let's go on board with him here. I'll back it up a little bit more. Happened right in front of the leader, actually. Into the wall he goes, and the caution comes out for the first time this evening. Against Superior templating caution number 1. As you see Hanley on pit road. And we did have a YJ Esports Lucky Dog Award. I'm trying to see who it potentially was. I think it was Casey Barlow who got the YJ Esports Lucky Dog. So, looks like Casey Barlow back on the lead lap in that 24 car. I could be wrong. I know it wasn't Mraz. He was still on the lead lap. Oh, no, Mraz was the lucky dog, so never mind. Andrew Mraz back on the lead lap with the Lucky Dog Award. So, we're going to have a green flag here with 5 laps left in stage 1, or stage 2, I should say. what has been a fantastic race here at Homestead. All right, so the pace car going to bring them into turn number 4. We'll come back to the green flag here at lap number 85. And we are coming off a caution. It's one of the rare ones we get. So because of that, I'm going to take advantage of this tonight. And we are going to turn it up Sunday night style here on the Captain Esports Network. So Davala leads right now by 0.3 of a second as we come up to 2 laps to go now in stage number 2. As a matter of fact, now the white flag, I should say. Final lap of stage 2 is Keys, Moore, and Max Williams, your top 4. Mraz up to the 6th position as he tries to make his comeback. And off of turn number 4, Tyler Davala going to sweep the stages tonight as he wins the final stage of the season in the Blown Piston Racing League, the Wiseguy iRacing Graphics stage number 2. To the man I'm labeling crazy, Tyler Davala. All right, we're going to step away for a quick second, and we're going to pay one quick bill, and we're going to do that and come back with the final, what is it, 55 laps of this race. It is the Wiseguy iRacing Graphics Championship 225 here from the Homestead-Miami Speedway, part of the Blown Piston Racing League.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. There's a reason that Makoni Setup Shop is trusted by more virtual and real-world tracks and companies than any other setup shop in iRacing. With partners such as Stafford Motor Speedway, the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, Five Flag Speedway, Speed 51, and more. When you want something done right, you go to the experts at McConey Setup Shop.
With setups available for most series on both asphalt and dirt, built by a team of professional builders consisting of some of the top talents on the service, McConey Setup Shop LLC has what you need to hit the track with confidence. Head over to McConeySetupShop.com and learn why McConey Setup Shop is the official setup shop of Richmond Raceway Esports and is partnered with some of the largest names in virtual and real racing.
And remember, at McConey Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Back we are, and you're seeing it right here in front of you, the battle for the lead. You have 6 cars all within a second and a half of each other. With 55 laps to go, 4 of them, all 4 championship drivers. They are separated by, well, 2 non-chase drivers, Max Williams and Jason Branch. He's up by 0.4 of a second. As these guys race very hard up here. I think these pit stops are going to be what separates them. The question now, who can make it how far? I mean, if everybody can get to about 115, which is 19 laps from now, or no, 18 laps, sorry, then they can make it the rest of the way on fuel. Tyler getting a little loose there off the corner. Very easy to do here. Now Andrew Mraz, he's got to lock it down. He saw Max get a little loose there and kind of slow up. He had to check up himself. Now what's interesting about this is Max Williams is a teammate to Tyler Davala. Jason Branch is a teammate to Andrew Mraz and Anthony Keys. So you wonder how much they're going to play a role in this. And, of course, you got Andrew Moore up there. Unfortunately, he's playing the all-by-himself game right now. I think we just had some contact there. Was Williams on the outside? He showed more contact. That right side of Jason or of Andrew Mraz is pretty beaten up now. Look at that right rear. Go back and watch this. Bam, right there. There's some door banging as Mraz slid up the track. And then they hit again, and then Branch and him made contact. I am pretty sure there's some unhappy lads out here right now. So Key's lead over Andrew Moore is now at 0.7 of a second. Tyler Duvall 2 seconds back. So you wonder if Tyler's car is kind of falling off a little bit here now, or if Keys and Moore have gotten faster. Well, you know what? The other factor, too, let's not forget this. Tyler Duvall is actually on 9-lap older tires, I believe. So let's not forget that. So 1 second lead Keys has right now. Let's take a look at some other battles on the track. Pretty much the main ones are up here in the top 6 as Max and Andrew continue to fight it out. Jason Branch, the other car, that got some damage from that. Not sure how much these cars have been affected by it, but they are 3 seconds back now from the leader after that contact just a little bit ago. There's the last car in the lead lap right there in the 59, Ryan Nicoletta. Not sure if Ryan has some damage or something, but he is off the pace right now, running about 35-second laps. Oh, yeah, I can see the left front's got damage. So the goal, obviously, is to get to lap 115. If you can get to that mark, then you are officially in the window to make it on fuel to the finish. If you can't, then we're going to be keeping a close eye on you. And I know Duvall has got about 9-lap older tires in the field, and plus he's probably had to save some fuel, and I don't know if he can save 9 laps of fuel. Because right now he is working lap 34 of this stint. He would have to go 41 laps plus, what, about 4 to 5 laps of caution in that? Keys starting to pull away from Andrew Moore. So the 14 looking pretty solid again tonight. Looking for a sweep of the championships this weekend. How big that would be for him. As Andrew gets a little loose back there off turn 4. Had to go catch her. Yeah, you're getting these cars that are falling off. You're getting these cars that are coming to life on long runs. And it's definitely playing an interesting role in this race right now. It shows who's got maybe the good setup for the long run, who doesn't. But you also see the different lines people are running. You see Keys is running kind of straddling the 18 and 19 degrees of banking there. And you just see the different lines. I mean, Andrew Moore's running up here against the fence. Duvall is down there in the bottom, and these guys continue back here fighting for fourth with Mraz and Williams. Something tells me that Thanksgiving pleasantries will be sent here. As here comes Duvall at a pit road. So now he is going to have to run 38 laps to make it on fuel. Overshoots his pit stall again. This is the money stop. You cannot make any mistakes here. He did have the fastest stop I've seen in a long time recently, a 13.9. We're not going to see it this time, I think. 14.1, actually not bad considering he slid through his stall. So he is probably going to run a Anthony Keys-like line here for the rest of this race. All right, this is getting very spirited up here now. And Mraz, here he comes to pit road, going to try not to make another mistake like he did earlier. Right side tires and fuel going on, left sides now. As Mraz pulls away. 14.1, so obviously no mistake this time. Mraz did a great job entering pit road. Now it's a matter how quick he can get up to speed. And when do these other leaders come to pit road? Andrew Moore's in right now. That means Keys is going to be coming, and here he comes. Branch is going to come sliding in there. Here comes the 24, also on pit road. Andrew Moore, 14.8. So now it's just a reference to see who comes out where. And which pit stop or in which pit crew lands the money stop, as they call it in racing. Left side's going on as you see Davala come out. Off of turn 4, here they come. You're going to see them to the left of the screen, behind the ticker. Oh, it is going to be close. Davala is going to get the lead. The question is second place. Here comes Keys. Here comes Mraz. So the only car left to pit now is this guy, Max Williams. And after that, you will have the final 4 in the top 4. So the question now, will Tyler Davala be able to hold on? He's got 2 lap older tires than Mraz. He's got 4 lap older tires than Anthony Keys. As Max Williams continues to run laps out here. You ever thought that 120 laps and 1 caution later, the final 4 would be within 2 seconds of each other? Actually, let me correct that. Within a second of each other. There they are, right there in shot, all 4 of them. As Anthony has actually reeled in both Andrew and Duvall as Drift's going to come to pit road. That might have hurt Tyler's momentum a little bit. 30 laps to go in the championship. As Lightning McCoon joining us. Anthony Keys going to make the pass on Mraz. And we'll see if these fresh tires, who's got what handling and everything in these open setups, what adjustment did these guys make to make their car the fastest possible. So if you're just joining us, the top 4 in the points racing for the championship. The top 4 are in this picture, racing for position right now. As Max Williams did go to pit road, and Anthony Keys is going for the lead. The one who pitted last is going for the lead on the one who pitted first. And he's going to clear him. Anthony Keys to the front. Can he go 2 for 2 on the weekend? To all the drivers who are going to watch this broadcast later, yes, I understand you're in this race. But the final 4 are racing within a second of each other right now for the lead. And there's a block by the 4 into turn 3. Oh, the business is really picking up now. There is some serious defensive driving going on there for second. I wonder if the 07 gets to the 4, if this might end a little ugly. I mean, it's not like we've seen the 4 have issues with another guy in a previous night. And I'm not talking about Raz, I'm talking about Harvick. Man, defensive. Mraz is giving him the high side, it looks like. Dahl is going to squeeze him here. And they are leaning on each other in the middle. 3 and 4. Mraz slides up into Davala. More contact happening. Oh boy. This has allowed Anthony Keys to drive away to a 2.5 second lead as Andrew Moore goes for second. Some people are going to like it, some people don't. It's hard racing, it's entertaining, but yeah. Let's call it like I see it. So the question, can Andrew reel in Anthony? And is this 07 and 4 car battle done? No. It's I'll admit it. It's questionable. Let's put it like that. I mean, I guess you do whatever you do to win a championship, right? I don't know how else to say it. Would I be doing that? Probably not. But I'm not going to criticize somebody either. I'm just a guy calling the race here. I'll let you guys do that over there. Just keep it clean, please. Mraz trying to get by Moore. I mean, yeah, I know. I've raced with these guys. Oh, here we go again. Mraz up into Davala this time. Mraz has got to save it, and Davala gets around him for third. I'm going to say this might be the more uncomfortable interviews I might be about to have. Yes, Anthony Keys did take, all 4 of them took 4 tires. The difference is Keys pitted a lap. He pitted 4 laps before or after Davala, 3 after Mraz, and 1 after Moore. So he's got the freshest, if you want to look at it, of the 4. It's by a lap, but as you know, at Homestead and tracks like these, tires get shredded. That's why he's gone. As Davala continues to race, yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with that comment because I would have went after Andrew. That's just me. He takes second, though, and moves on. Oh, he's losing it a little bit, though. Moore's going to get the run to the outside. Oh, I'm sure he's angry under the helmet right now. What do you mean no 1.4X? Are you saying no one on 4 tires? Is that what you're saying? Or no one got a 4X? So this has calmed down for a split second. There's Anthony now over here, 4.5 seconds up with 13 laps to go. And he is about 13 laps from pole and a sweep. And I would be honest with you, if we would have left last Sunday at Bristol and you would ask me, do you think Anthony Keys would win both championships? I would have said no. The Cup one I could see because he's run well. The truck one, he had not won a race until Friday night. Yes, Keys is 4X. Keys and Mraz are both 4X. And I think I know where you're going question-wise with that. And the only thing I'm going to say to that is if Andrew, when he was running second, was defending for Anthony to get away, that's very interesting, considering he has a chance to win that same championship. If anything, I might actually come out and say that Andrew was racing to try to protect himself and keep himself in second, at least to have a chance for it. But I could be wrong. "12 laps to go." So let's roll through the field here real quickly. While everybody's calmed down here, let's show where everybody else is. I hate to be that guy that didn't show anybody else in the field for the last 100 laps, but after what we just went through, Jason Branch is running 5th right now. You got Max Williams in the 6th position. That's actually a battle right here for 5th. He's got Casey Duncan in between them. Ryan Nicoletta in the 7th position right now. Drift is 8th. He is 2 laps down right now. John Finley in 9th back there in that McConey setup, shop number 29. And there I mentioned Casey Duncan in the 10th spot. Casey Barlow's is off the track now. He's 27 laps down in the 11th position. Anthony Hanley in 12th, and then behind the wall, Bolkema and Scott Wise as we go back to the leader. Well, that's what's going to make these interviews interesting. So, I mean, we'll see what they all have to say and go from there. Like I said, everybody's going to have opinions and stuff, and that's what they're right to. I mean, they're racing for a championship. That's all I could say. Is it the best racing? Maybe not. It is what it is, though. So Keys is stretching it out just a little bit on Davala right now. About 0.2 faster that time by with 7 laps to go. And the other question we got to watch is Davala okay on fuel? I'm guessing he is, but he will have to go 37 laps on a tank of fuel, and this time with no cautions. Six laps to go. And I think what is going to be a very long off season for these guys. I know that January is the planned startup date for the next season for the BPRL, which will leave them, almost 3.5 months. And I know there's going to be a lot of things going on, and especially after this race, I have a feeling it's going to be talked about for a very long time. Let's watch this battle here. Max and Branch going after each other here for 5th. We watched the top 4 fight it out for a while. I think it would be only fair of me to go get these guys on the camera. But since we've only had one caution tonight, I think it's fitting. I did this during the race Friday night. I want to give a shout-out to all the sponsors this season that have helped as part of the series. And then go all the way back. Let's start with the pole award. I, of course, went to Andrew Moore both times this weekend, the U.S. Veterans. Of course, sponsoring the pole award tonight. Any veteran out there that is fighting for this country, past, present, and future, as Max gets up in the wall, we appreciate what you've done for this country. Of course, Superior Templating LLC, the caution flags, they were sponsors of that this season. So thank you to Superior Templating for putting the sponsorship on that. That was, I know there were races they weren't used, but then there were plenty of races they were. And, appreciate them being a part of the sponsorship here for the Blown Piston Racing League. Tonight's Lucky Dog, the YJ Esports Lucky Dog. Big shout out to YJ for putting their name on the Lucky Dog Award, and I think according to the news from earlier this season, they still love Lauren. Forever Home Pet Rescue, they were the sponsor of the Truck Series Lucky Dog Award. So shout out to Forever Home Pet Rescue Incorporated. Thank you for what you do. And of course to Wiseguy iRacing Graphics. Not only were they the sponsor of the stage winners, but the cup, most of the races here in the Clash Series. But both series were actually named the Wise Choice Contracting Truck or Clash Series. Respect to both series there, and thanks to, of course, Scott Wise and Lauren for what they have done for this series. It's been a pleasure to broadcast for them the last few seasons, and look forward to being back in January for the next season. I don't know what to say right now. Anthony Keys entered this race tonight with only 2 combined wins, in both leagues. He had not won a single truck race, and then Friday night showed up and he won that race. And now tonight, he is 1.5 miles from winning both championships. And I think Tommy Ryan did that a couple seasons ago, if I remember correctly. If I had to call somebody Mr. Consistency this season, it was this guy right here, Anthony Keys. Coming off turn 4, he won the championship Friday night, and up in Canada, he's going to be screaming his lungs out again, and he's won the Clash Championship. Tyler Duvall is second, and I am going to keep an eye on him for a second here. Andrew Moore third, and Andrew Mraz fourth. Yeah, you said it there, Sim Racing Realtor. He kept it classy there. The 07 did, but this interview I'm pretty sure is going to be emotional for these guys. So I don't have a beep button, so I'm warning everybody in advance. Things could get said, especially by Anthony here. He said a couple words Friday night, by the way. I think this is going to be a team photo right here, actually, for 4X. So while that goes on, let's take a look at the final results from the race. Anthony Keys wins it. Tyler Duvall is second. Andrew Moore third. And Andrew Mraz, the fourth driver. So that'll be how they finish into points. Keys, Duvall, Moore, and Mraz. Branch finishes fifth. I think that's going to be where he finished Friday night, too. Max Williams, sixth. Ryan Nicoletta, seventh. Drift, eighth. John Finley and Casey Duncan, your top 10 in this race. The rest of the field, Casey Barlow, Anthony Hanley, Kevin Bolkema, Scott Wise, and the rest of the drivers not finishing the race here this evening. As there you see the 4X guys are taking a photo as they won the team championship also tonight. But, man, here we go. Let's let the fun begin, I guess, right? The interviews with the drivers. Let's, where y'all want to start? Let's get the champion up here. Let's get the raw emotion of a champion up here again as, man, it's like Groundhog Day all over again for this young man who went out here Friday night in a truck race, leads the last half of the race, and ends up getting his first and only win of the season, being the one that counts. And tonight, Anthony Keys, you won the regular season championship, and you end up making that last pit stop tonight. Now, obviously, what happened behind you is a whole nother story for another day, or for another couple minutes, I should say. But, dude, you just won both championships this weekend.
How about that? First off, I apologize for the belated burnout. I'm not exactly sure. Are you aware of the circumstance behind that?
I don't. I know you can't shred your fenders in this. What's the deal here?
Oh, okay, so since about lap probably 75 or 80, I have had to use the washroom, you could say. And as soon as that ended, I sprinted. I had to go pretty quickly.
Well, while we talk, you can cut some burnouts. Where I'm on the camera on you.
How about yeah? So
nature called.
It was a struggle for the last half of that race for me, especially the final run.
Well, what changes did you make? Because obviously the 07 looked like was the car to beat tonight for a little while. And obviously you made some changes in that latter half of the race that woke that car up.
I think I just broke the car.
Uh-oh. Up, and now the car's dead.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Tyler was on slightly older tires. We all pitted. We all pitted there. And for whatever reason, he decided to stay out. And his tires were about 5 laps older than myself and the rest of the field. So I feel like even if I was on newer tires, like even with Davala, that is, I could have probably kept up. We seemed to be about the same pace. He was a little bit quicker when he was in front of me. But, you know, the key was just the tire strategy. When he stayed out, it was in the 4Xer when we couldn't believe it. It was like he's going to be a sitting duck out there. And, you know, it was only a matter of time before myself and the Andrews got by him, you know.
What a battle it was there at the end. Obviously, you were able to get away from the battle that was going on there behind you. Let's talk about the emotions outside of nature calling you there a few minutes ago. The thoughts going through your mind here, because, I mean, let's be honest, you were not the favorite to win both championships, let alone one, and you just went out here and swept them.
No, I'll be the first to admit I certainly wasn't the favorite for the trucks, and it's not too far of a stretch to say I wasn't the favorite here either. So I guess I picked a good weekend to bring out my best stuff. You know, Homestead's a pretty good track for me in general. I feel like I can get around here well, and I felt like especially the key was the line that just became dominant in 3 and 4 this weekend. For whatever reason, I could hook the bottom better than the other guys in both the trucks and the cup, and that's kind of what carried me. So just from a driving perspective, that's what I think it probably made the difference.
Well, great job tonight, man. You've won the championship. The floor is yours just like Friday night. Shout out to whoever you like to, man.
Yes, sir. Shout-outs to my parents watching in the other room. They toughed it out and stayed up through another one. I'm sure they're happy with that. Shout-out to the Dean Blundell podcast on the car on Sundays. All the 4X sponsors, iHeartRadio. My 4X teammates, Andrew Mraz, he got some damage late in that race. I'm not sure what happened, but it was an unfortunate situation. Combined with the speeding penalty, he would have been really competitive. We were all quite close tonight, actually. The rest of my teammates in 4X, Scott and Lauren, for putting on a great league this year, and you for putting on some great broadcasts. Going to come back next year. I suppose I'm defending both titles, so no pressure, right?
Whatever the boss man says. But, hey, man, congratulations. Go celebrate. And, go enjoy, man.
Thank you, Chris.
Absolutely. That is your champion of both the Truck Series and the Clash Series. They can't take it away from him. The 14 of Anthony Keys winning the championship here this evening. And I actually checked with Tyler before I brought him in, bring him in here. I actually checked. I'm like, y'all good to talk? Because I know this is probably going to be some emotion in these interviews we're about to share with you here. So, but I got Tyler Davala in here with us now. Tyler, going to be second in the championship tonight. I think what's going to be talked about, obviously, is going to be what has happened here in the last 30 laps of this race. Obviously, at the beginning, you showed that you were probably the class of the field, and a little bit of strategy there. You were on older tires, came to pit road with 37 to go, and then things happened. Just want to get your thoughts. Obviously, second place in the championship, and still a great season for you.
Yeah, I thought we had only ran like 5 laps on tires when that caution came out. So naturally, I was thinking I'll just stay out here and we'll be all right. And everyone else pits. It didn't even cross my mind, the fuel situation, and I saved as much as I could under caution and got to my number. And I came out back out and I had jumped the other 3 contenders because of the fact that I short pitted, and they just drove by me with the newer tires, and I was right on the number, so I had to save a little fuel, and I got caught up racing with Mraz and Moore there late, so I was like almost clutching in there with like 5 to go, so I ran out of fuel crossing the line. But yeah, it was a good night. I feel like if I hit there, it's just a miscommunication. We got distracted and just didn't even think to pit. So I don't know if we pit there. We might have won it, we might have not, but it's still a good run.
And obviously a great points night for you. Talk about some of the things you learned, of course, as you go into next season, that if you can get yourself back, that you could take with you to next season.
Yeah, I definitely learned how to drive these cars. I can't even tell you how many laps I've turned in them, but I've learned that all the guys in this league, they race really respectful and really clean, and everyone here they like each other, I guess you could say. It's always fun racing with these guys on Sunday nights, and I'm looking forward to next season and being with most of these guys again, and hopefully some more wins, and hopefully being in this position again.
Well, great job tonight, man. Congratulations on your second place finish. Shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, first all my supporters, parents, grandparents, the boys over at Sim Racing Development, they help with the setups week in, week out. Tonight was a great setup, and Porcelain didn't fall our way. My teammates, Max, Jacob, and Corbin, Scott and Lauren putting this great league on all season. Chris White for doing my paint schemes, and you, Chris, for doing these great broadcasts, and I can't wait for next season.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations, and your time's coming in the future, bud. Nice job, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Tyler Duvall, second place in the points after a second-place finish here this evening. Let's bring our third-place driver in from, of course, I hit a button just now and moved out of my screen. I was on. There I am. Let's get Andrew Moore in here, who finishes third in the championship. Andrew, great job tonight. I know it's not, again, the championship you wanted, but still a third-place finish, and this time you were right there, a chance to win it.
Yeah, this race definitely was closer than the truck race was, but I got real racy there and lost the leader, and just couldn't get caught back up to him, but hats off to him. He's swept the weekend, both championships.
What more did you need? Because I know out of the 4 drivers, it seemed like you had fallen back there a couple times. I know you and the 22 had a fierce battle for about 30 laps straight. That was pretty awesome to watch. But what did you need to stay up there?
Well, I was trying to save tires a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
If I was gonna stay up there, I needed to get less racy with the others, but it just didn't work out.
Well, still go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say sometimes them getting out in front of me helped me a little bit because they wanted to push their stuff, and that draft helped me a little bit.
And you did your part, man. 2 straight playoff appearances, and especially 2 here this season with the trucks in the Class Series, getting top 4 finishes. Something to be proud of there as you get ready for next season. But shout out to whoever you like to, man.
Yep, friends and family, teammates, the Wises, you, great broadcast. That's about it. Have a good one.
Hey, you too, man. Great job.
Thanks a lot.
As Andrew Moore finishing in the third position in the playoffs tonight, and 4th place in the championship to Andrew Mraz. Andrew, obviously the big mistake for you, I guess, would be the pit stop. As you sped on pit road, it looked like there, and had a 40-second penalty, put you a lap down. You got a caution, pretty much it helped you back on the lead lap, and after that, it was just go get what you can get out of it. But talk about your race tonight, and unfortunately, a fourth-place finish for you in the points.
Yeah, so I mean, I had fun overall. I mean, hard, really hard racing. I don't know what Davala had in the beginning, but he had a fast car and long run too. But it was a fun race. The pit stop where I sped, I ran out of fuel and I accidentally pressed the clutch instead of the brake. So yeah, that was my bad. And I was hoping for a caution, and I spoke it into existence, I guess. But towards the end there, definitely hard racing. I'm sure I'm known to be super hard driving style and blocking and stuff like that, but when you're racing for a championship, I don't think anyone would fault you to race that hard to try to keep people behind you or whatnot. But anyway, I hope the broadcast team had fun watching, and all the viewers out there too.
Nah, I mean, I enjoyed the racing and stuff. I know, like I said, people are going to, you kind of said it, people are going to probably critique you for what you were doing out there, and people are going to say, man, that was fun to watch or whatever. But, you know, that's what happens. You get out there and you're racing for a championship, and people do what they got to do. So, but obviously last season you didn't make the championship 4 because you had some things come up. Did you learn anything that you can take the next season so if you can get back to go get that championship?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely, just try to save my tires better. That's all.
And that's pretty straightforward right there for you, how you can go win a championship, obviously taking care of the tires and stuff. But Andrew, 4th place finish in both championships. Obviously, you got the team championship, though, at 4X tonight. I know Casey's obviously proud down there, but great job on both of your parts.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. Andrew Mraz there, and congrats to them on winning the team championship for 4X Racing tonight, and of course the points championship going to Anthony Keys, and then Andrew Mraz finishing in the 4th position this evening. I don't know if you're still here or not. If you want to send shout-outs, you can. He's not. He's gone. So with that said, that looks like we'll do it for us here this evening and this season, obviously, for 4X, or for 4X, well, for BPRL, and for 4X, obviously, the team championship. I got distracted by Kevin's message over there. Nice job, Kev. But anyway, man, what a great season it was. Fun to watch. Of course, my, second full one now in the booth. But it's been a lot of fun to be a part of here, and I'm actually stalling so I can get to the points and show them to you. So just give me 1 second, and I will have them for you. Yes. And let me get them loaded in here, and I'll show you the final standings. I'm actually just going to be quiet here for a second to get them loaded in. Now I'm hitting buttons. It ain't working right. Hey, give me a second here. I'll have this uploaded. I was trying to upload, and it hit the button to put it on the air. Should be right here. Yep, there's your final standings right there for the team championship. Let me get my logo off the screen for you. 81 points, the difference between 4X and YJ when it is all over within the team points. And here's your final point standings for the season. Keys ends up winning this championship with his 3rd win of the season. Moore finishing, we'll have to see how this is official because it's got Davala down in 4th right now, points scored wise. So I'm not sure if that's actually Davala, Moore, and Mraz, or if it's Moore, Mraz, Davala. But either way, Max Williams 5th in points, Brad Davis 6th, Branch, Wise, Barlow, Duncan, your top 10 in the points standings this season. So there we go. That is how it all ends for this season. The next time they plan to be back on the track is January, but I would say keep up to date with the Wise family. Of course, I'll be keeping track myself of what's going on and going on from there. So I know next Friday night I will have a special broadcast going on, and then Sunday nights I'll be open. Maybe I'll run a few NIS races or something. Who knows? But we're going to go from there and have some fun. But I could use a couple days off, actually, especially lately. I'm actually going to work now that I'm done with this. So with that said, congratulations to Anthony Keys on both championships of the Truck and Clash Series from the Blown Piston Racing League. And we leave you with the quote. That is, it's one of my favorite quotes, actually, when it comes to racing now. And there's so many good ones. It's the simple one of, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya!